So why no new videos in the last 2 weeks? Well, you know there's other stuff to do in life besides read science fiction books and fantasy books, like guys, Pat Parker here with 52 books. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a book video, and I figured I would explain the lag in videos while I was doing a weekly book wrap up for the last couple of weeks. So a couple of weeks ago, I finished my February reading on my TBR list early. So I figured to begin Titus Grown by Mervyn Peake and Legend of Bagger Vance by Steven Pressfield. The Mervyn Peake book is a classic fantasy. It's often compared to The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, although it bears absolutely zero resemblance to Tolkien's work. It, I think, is only compared to Tolkien because they were contemporaneous and because it is a massive, hefty, long book. So written about the same time and roughly the same length. Well, I began these two books and almost immediately got an eye infection. And as I was getting over that several days later, I got new glasses and had to get used to those. So that put a sort of a damper on my reading. Fortunately, I was able to find a YouTube reading of Mervyn Peake's Titus Grown. It is so old that it's out of copyright. It's public domain. So these guys, what's their name? Padded Cell Studio have done a read-along of Titus Grown. You ought to check it out because it's pretty good. The reader does different voices, and there's some atmospheric music in the recording. It's pretty good. So I got to listen to, I'm probably halfway through. It's 50-something chapters, and I'm roughly halfway done listening to that. Now, the other one is Legend of Bagger Vance by Steven Pressfield. Everybody's seen the movie with Will Smith, and I didn't get very far. I got a page or two into it and haven't picked it back up, but I intend to because it's a very fine movie, and I suspect that the book will be even better. So another thing I've been doing with the BookTube channel is this BookTube newbie tag thing. It's a list of questions that I'm supposed to answer about why I want to be a booktuber and that sort of thing. I decided to do it one question per video instead of one long video talking about myself and not talking about books and stuff. So this time the question is, what questions would I ask my favorite booktubers? Well, I've already said several times on this channel that some of my favorite booktubers that really inspired me to try this thing out and maybe figure out how to get better at it include Alan of Library of Alexandria. You ought to look him up because he's engaging and a lot of fun, and the books that he likes to read coincide to a great deal with the books the kind of stuff that I like to read. So Alan of Alexandria and Mike of Mike's book reviews. These are the guys that are so good at it. They make it look easy even though it's not, and they made me want to try the thing out. So what questions would I ask Mike and Alan? I would ask them, if you're not already subscribed to 52 books, why not? All right, you know the deal. Like and subscribe and click the bell, and they'll notify you when I post new videos. And it will help the algorithms figure out how to send more people my way, because lots of people really like this sort of content. Thank you.